RKBro, Alpha
Yep,
Academy,
and the
Street
Street Profits.
Profits.
The WWE Raw Tag Team Championships.
That's right. And I'm gonna say, look at Otis. He looks like a very well-fed George Bush.
He does. He does.
He does. And we got a little mini
Great.
Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Uh, and they're kind of dude, all these tag teams, well, Street Profits, they're like at this point they're kind of classic.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're the
Right.
classic ones. And I
Which isn't
Arcade Bro,
necessarily good.
my favorite of tag teams in recent history. And Alpha Academies, they're definitely they're like
They've
growing into their
they've
own,
stepped
man.
up a lot.
Yeah.
Exactly. Um, like Otis had his thing. We like when we first began, really.
Yeah, Otis and
Jawbers.
Mandy Rose were.
Otis the man, like Otis had his big old beard, and um um machinery was still together.
Yeah.
He won the Money in the Bank, which I still don't know if that
He,
was really supposed to happen or not, because it seemed not, because that they did nothing with that except for give it to the Miz.
yeah, he got cheated out of it.
Yeah. Um,
That's just that whole 2020 year is a sort of a like you got to take it with yeah, with a grain of
but
salt.
you know, it's still in the books that he's a Money in the Bank winner. He just never had the opportunity to cash it in.
Never cashed it in.
But coming from that, and then turning a whole different character, being a heel, uh, getting together with Gable definitely saved his career, I think. Because
Yes.
I'm not sure if he would have gone anywhere, because as a singles guy, he's not. He's just. I don't. It just. He doesn't look like a good singles guy. Um, like strength for sure, but the size is just so. Like he's just so awkwardly.
He looks like
Awkwardly
Typhoon or
built.
Earthquake. That's what he looks like. He looks like an old
Yeah, but
school wrestler.
even like more compact and shorter. Like, it's, but
Um,
but
this match was kind of short.
yeah, 11.5 minutes.
Well, it felt shorter.
I think because there's so many spots. Like it was a spot heavy match. Um,
I think
yeah, it was a good way to start off the show.
Bianca Belair's boyfriend or husband,
Yep.
I feel like he can't, like every time I see him, he gets more air. And
Oh yeah.
that seems to be the attraction of Street Profits to me, really, is the cups, of course, because what they signify, but then it's just air. It just gets a lot of air, and that's what like everyone's like, wow. It's like how long that's gonna like he keeps getting more and more air, but eventually he's gonna run out of air. That's all he's gonna have. And so like I feel like they're kind of like one dimensional in that way. At least as far as I
I
remember.
agree. I agree. I mean, they
And
do the same things.
yeah, and
Um,
and, and they're an attraction, so in that sense they don't really need titles. Like
right. Well, yeah, but I get what you mean.
and
Um,
RK Bro, uh, I don't know, man. It's just like this is one more of those matches where, like, when we talked about night one, or I'm sorry, WrestleMania Saturday, uh, I knew the whole Stone Cold match because it was simple. This is one more of those matches where it's like you said, spot, just spot, spot,
yeah.
spot, spot. Let's do this, do this, do this. Um,
it's not their fault
Whose fault?
because
All of them?
right
Okay.
because for the last 2 months, Raw has given us RK-Bro versus Alpha Academy,
Mm-hmm.
RK-Bro versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy, Street Profits versus RK-Bro, Alpha Academy versus RK-Bro, Alpha Academy versus like it's just the same matches over and
Well,
over. Then you got Randy versus Chad Gable, Riddle versus Otis, and it's just like, ugh, it's too much of the same people, same story, but you're not building it up at all. Like they trickled in Rollins and Owens that night, and I would have been okay if Owens and Rollins had won the freaking titles that night.
mm,
And but now they're starting to. They've well was the Monday night the WrestleMania Monday night special,
mm,
and they had the Usos on there fighting RK-Bro, and now
more
as
with
of
more
this
kicks.
last Friday, April 8th.
10th. Oh,
Well, today's the 10th. Today's Sunday
yeah.
though. But Friday, April 8th, 2022, Roman Reigns has now sent the Usos to go to Raw to so whatever. This WrestleMania defeat and defended their titles. And now the Usos are going to Raw to get those titles, which hopefully this leads to a unification of the tag titles. So now that we can have a solid tag team division and not have the same tag team stories and matches every single week.
And it was nothing memorable. And of course, not every match on WrestleMania card is going to be memorable. I don't know what I was expecting, except in my mind, it was already on to next. And I was actually glad that IK Bro won.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was unexpected for me. So I don't know, man. I like RK Bro. I think they're the best tag team in the recent history, as far as I'm concerned. They're fun. Riddle
Yep.
and Randy, they work. They have chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
and they're fun, man. And that's all I remember. I don't really remember a lot of this match. So for me, it was like on to the next match.
You
So
had the
with that said,
you had
yeah,
like that you had like that Doomsday Device breaker thing that Montez Ford jumped off the ropes and got a ton of height. That
yeah,
was a
but
little
that's
different.
just it. Like that to
Um,
me, like is like when I talk about like you see these moves and they're cool once, you know? And so they're gonna have to keep like that's what I meant by saying like, hey, they have to keep getting more air. That they're really gonna have
right.
to
Well, I
keep
mean, this was at least a
reinventing.
different. It was a different
Yeah,
variation of that
yeah,
move. So that's I mean, it stood out to me because it was a little different.
yeah, but
Um,
it's not a long-term strategy for them.
well,
Like
no, but I
eventually, it's
mean,
just gonna be like, how long do you think you're gonna fly that high? You know, how long do you think like you're gonna have to keep creating these? I don't
it's
know.
no
Like
different
I have
than
an aversion to oh shit moves. Like I
well,
have
it's
an.
no different than Lesnar just doing
Well,
moves.
Lesnar's over.
You expect Montez Ford to
Yes.
jump. You know? And he did that. He does the jumping over the corner turnbuckle to the outside, and it does that flawlessly every time. Sometimes I think he just overshoots, and one of these days he might get too much air and freaking sail halfway across the barricade and break his back or something.
Yeah. It's
Um, but
that
that
doesn't get
that's
me
just
going.
where, well, but it gets that's what people are there to see him for. They need a huge ass
Maybe look
change.
Maybe it looks
Street
cooler when you watch
Profits,
it live.
Street Profits need to change. Just like Bianca, like just go. I mean, not like she doesn't need it like they do. Street Profits need a heel turn. They need to stop being faces
They need to change the
of
color of their cups.
something. It's always red, but but like they what was it? Elimination Chamber? Yeah, and they it looked like they were gonna attack RKBro from behind, but they ended up celebrating with Migo or the Migos, whatever. Or that might have been, I don't know, whenever that was. But then, like, same thing, like WrestleMania, but they brought Gable Steveson
Stevenson.
from the
Even
crowd
Stevenson.
and started celebrating with him. And then as they're getting the drinks, that's when Gable came out of nowhere and slapped the drink out of his hand. Everyone left the ring except for Gable and Stevenson, and Stevenson ended up giving him a Bailey to Bailey. And yeah,
I don't know. Like I look at the uh, at
want them to
Stevenson.
be, yeah. He's
What's
not
his
that big.
first name?
Gable.
Gable. Oh,
Yeah.
Chad Gable
Gable
and
Stevenson.
Gable Stevenson. Wow.
Right, yeah. It was Gable and Gable.
Gable v. Gable. Um, I don't know. It
Yeah,
just
but apparently he's gonna be getting a freaking gigantic push.
but
Um,
that's just
we'll
it.
have to
It's like
see. I mean, we don't know anything about. We haven't seen him besides his
no.
amateur wrestling, so we'll see. There's always been success in the way that they treated these guys. Kurt
Mm-hmm.
Angle, Brock Lesnar, uh, who
Chad
else?
Gable.
Oh yeah, but more so I mean, like, whether they get these amateur
Shelton
wrestlers.
Benjamin.
Mm, no.
Wasn't he a wrestler? I
See
thought
that?
Shelton Benjamin was a
Yeah, no,
wrestler.
yeah. He was, but I'm talking about like where they bring in these guys and then they get pushed right up to the top, pretty much.
Mm,
Like Angle, like that's why like Angle came in and like was able to do it. Like he transitioned fairly well,
instantly.
and but they also pushed him at the same time, right? Because he could. Same thing with Lesnar, and kind of I think they're gonna end up pushing Stevenson like that. I don't know how. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. 'Cause he's a completely question mark that you cannot have any answers for because he
Well,
hasn't
he's so
wrestled in a while.
green. You can tell
You
he's
know.
so green.
Oh, Ronda Rousey was the other one
Oh,
where
oh,
like they brought her in
oh,
and when she was new
oh.
to I don't know why you're doing
Oh, Rhonda. Oh.
that. Anyway, yeah, this one guy that I watch, he refers to her as Ronda Drowsy.
Rhonda Drowsy. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Rhonda
well said.
Drowsy. I love it.
Yeah, she
I
just has
love it.
no energy even when
Y-
she talks.
You should tell him it's ramen Reigns.
Yeah, Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Okay, well
But
this
yeah,
what's your toilet paper scores on this?
um, solid.
Solid. So
So
it's not a lot of toilet paper if it's solid.
well,
I'm giving it a 2.
3.
Gotcha.
I'll say 3. I'll
3's
go
right down
2.
the middle. It was a down middle. It was down the middle. I'm giving it 2 simply because of what happened to the rest of the card. Uh, I was like, it was really. I'm like, I understand that it's me too, but I was just kind of blasé about this whole match.
Me too. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't
I
watched
agree.
an
I mean,
exciting tag team match in a while.
Like it was. That's what I mean. It was a solid. Like it wasn't. It wasn't memorable by any means. Like there's just. I just. If I think about it, I can pick. Oh, I didn't rewatch it or anything.
Yeah.
But I also like if I'm picking moves from the match, I could also not be thinking about WrestleMania. I could just be thinking of a match that I've seen in the
Yeah.
last 3 months with these guys. Like it's just, oh, I mean,
It's too
like
much.
Alpha Academy, but like even when they weren't doing matches, they kept it fresh. They kept the feud fresh. I didn't really see there wasn't really any purpose for the Street Profits to come in. They're coming in to like get them on the card. I understand. Like, you know, not everyone has to be on the card, but they're gonna be like at least have it. You gotta get those storylines tightened up. Like Alpha Academy and RKBro, sure, because like they've had a history. Alpha Academy actually deserves their own single like rematch for the titles. Every time they've gotten a chance for the titles, it's always been a triple
I might
threat.
have been actually more interested if it was Alpha Academy and RK-Bro. I would
Well,
have
because
been,
they've been working so good together.
yeah.
They had the academic
I
challenge or
want
whatever that they were doing.
I want Street Profits to work out so much, but like they're starting to get one-dimensional for me.
I mean, Dawkins has gotten a little bit better. They're um,
Well, they're
but
probably fun to watch live, man. They're probably fun to watch
oh
live.
yeah, but
Eh,
I want their attitude, their charisma on the mic to transition into the ring a little bit more with at least like a different type of like a more serious attitude. Like we're not gonna give the no one's gonna beat us. Like we're like I just want more of a hard give. Like I want more like anger. I want
Yeah,
them to be
so you basically you had Street Profits were faces basically, good guys.
right,
You had
right.
RK Bro who were basically good guys.
Oh hell
And
yeah.
you had Alpha Academy who they're the heels.
But they're like the comedy heels
Yeah.
where you laugh at them. Sometimes you make fun of them. You hate them. They're annoying. I want Street Profits to be like those heels that are just like angry, like just not. I don't want to say just angry because that's not what I mean. Just like
You
a
know what
tough heel.
what Stone Cold always said about the heel? You have to have that mean streak in you.
That's what I want.
And this match, like that's what you're asking. This match had no mean streak. It was
It's hard to do that when you're a high flying.
yeah.
When was the last time you had a
Well,
mean street high flying team?
well, I mean, I don't know. Uh, Freebirds weren't really that high flying.
No,
I don't know. Good
well,
question. The ninjas, the Zawa.
until they separate. That's when they become really good.
I think
And
Street Profits could be.
maybe that's why Vince tears tag teams apart because all through like all through the past, the tag teams whenever you split them up, they always seem to do better in singles. Um,
I don't know. I just all I got, all
but
we have. So basically, our score
yeah,
is 5 out of 10 stars for this
5 out of 10.
match. Big D's going with 3 toilet paper rolls. I'm going with 2.
Yeah,
My shit is a little more constipated for this
yeah.
one.
Mine's just
Um,
normal.
I think we should. I think 0 stars should have a bidet, or maybe that's the 6 star or 6 toilet paper roll match is a bidet because you got to wash that shit off. It's so messy. Ah, okay. Well, that's yeah. It was blasé, man. For me, I've really there was yeah. I don't really remember much of it. I remember spots. I remember them drinking. And it was like, okay, so 4 out of 6 people that were in this match for the title at WrestleMania are just drinking together now. And you're like, well, this is nice, but I'm not
And they get
invested.
and
5.
they got rid of Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, and then they were drinking in the ring. On the job. Let's not talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because that first night, you know how many beers Stone Cold drank? He drank way more than he normally drank during the Attitude Era. He just kept drinking.
Crazy.
So, yeah. Anyway, we got 5 out of 10 stars. Meh.
Nothing special.